I know I've been doing live streams crazy lately. I'm sorry about that, but we're actually going to be building a Bionicle. And not just any Bionicle, we're going to be making a Bioformer. Because, for one, there's this one Transformer that I've always really wanted. And we're going to be building that. So, we're going to be building Omega SPREEM. Now, I really like Omega SPREEM. Omega SPREEM was awesome. But since we have Kate Orange, Torco Cow says, hi, hello. But since we have Kate Orange, we're going to need this type of blue. And since there's no pink in Bionicle, there's sadly no pink. I am disappointed that there is no pink. Kuma Rock says, who is some Autobot? Yes. It's an Autobot. It came from the Action Masters line. But it had Kate Orange, it had this type of blue, and then it had pink. But we can't have pink because pink does not exist, so we're going to have to use red, which I think that will be fine, using red. But before I actually start building it, I need to make the gear function. Jay says, what was your first Titan set? My first Titan set was 2003 Makuta. That was the first Titan that I got, and it was the first Titan that ever came out in Bionicle. It was the first one. So, I got the first Titan set that ever existed in Bionicle. So yeah. That was my first Titan set. Makuta. And then after that, I got Takanuva, also in 2003. Yes, Omega SPREE. Yes, we're making Omega SPREE. So, I want to make the gear function, which means I had to make a button, because how Omega SPREE works is there's a button that you press, and it activates gear function. Now we're gonna have this incorporated into it. So we can actually get it to work. And I'll need something else as well. There's a couple pieces that I need, but we're gonna use that, and then we'll go from there. So hopefully it works. I really want to make this gear function work. So it has to be one direction. So it can't exactly rotate the way that it can't be rigid. That's the thing. It can't be rigid. It has to be free spinning, which is Kuma Rock says, what was your worst mistake? My worst mistake was watching Galador as a kid. I watched the entire show of Galador growing up. I watched Galador. Yes, I watched Galador. That was the biggest mistake in my life. But I will admit, though, it was entertaining to watch. It was entertaining. Not the best show, but at the time, young me did not knew what a bad show was. So give me some slack, all right? That was probably one of the worst mistakes that I've ever made in my life. Was watching Galador growing up. But hey, I watched it. Was it good? Well, we'll go ahead and cross that bridge as we get there. Omega SPREEM is pure 90s magic, says Toko Cow. Indeed he is, and that is why I'm like, I need to build Omega SPREE. I have to build him. That is That is a requirement right there. I need to make Omega Spree. He is by far the most wonderful set you can wonderful transformer you can possibly get. And if I can make a system version of Omega Spree, I would be so happy. Because, and that's the thing though, Omega Spree is a very rare transformer set. Like, it's very hard to find an Omega Spree. Like, honestly, it is very hard to actually find an Omega Spree in the market. And if you do find one, it's very expensive. Very expensive, which is why I'm like, I'm gonna build one instead. And we're gonna see how that pans out, because I'm not too sure. No, the thing is, I wanted to make it roughly about the size of a Mata build, or slightly bigger, because I wanted to be a small figure, just like the original, but still have the function and be fun to fiddle around with. So that is my goal. So I have to go ahead and make it in a way where it's like, hey, I can spam the button, and it will do the thing, and I don't have to worry about it. So that is the goal that I am trying to aim towards when it comes to building this guy. So I believe I can go ahead So I need to actually figure out how the heck I'm going to actually get this to work. Because let me tell you something, it's not going to be easy. If that's what you're thinking, it's not going to be easy at all. There's going to be a lot of thought process going into this guy. A lot. And I mean a lot of thought process going into this build. So that is going to be like that. So already you got a spring back button. Honestly, I might as well go ahead and put the button there. That way it's not so wide. So, how am I I'm gonna have to figure out how to make the gears work in one direction. Okay, Jimmy always says Sledger Head looks like Omega SPREEM. Like Omega Supreme Head. Yeah, it kind of does. Okay, Kumarox also says, here's a challenge. Start off the other Tomata, but course better than the stars we got knowing the MOC master you are, Trib. Oh, that would be a cool idea. Yeah, I could definitely do that. Lyric says, hello, Trib. Hi, friend. Hi. How are you? And also, there's this spring here, so I might use that. Now, I'm going to actually work on the gear ratio because I want to go ahead and try to figure out how to make the gear work in one direction while being free form. So I'm going to try to make a prototype so that I can then compress it. So this is going to be the gear. This is going to be the gear that's going to spin. So I'm going to go ahead actually do that. So this is what's going to be spinning freely. And an indicator to see it spin would actually be this, and then put the red over in there. So I wanted to actually figure out how the mechanic would work. So this is going to be the prototype over here. So I need to actually figure out how I'm going to get that to spin freely like that. So as you can see, like, it needs to go like a clawing function, like how my finger's doing. You see how my finger is making it spin? So I need to make something that rotates like that. So what I'm gonna need to do for single directional movement is I'll have this like that. Hold on. I think I know how this is gonna work. I just had to design it in a way where it can act as a button. So that, hold on. So I'm gonna go ahead, do that. Okay, Jimmy always says Omega SPREEM. Yes, that. Do not think of it as anything else, because that will be very naughty. That will be very naughty indeed. Do not think of it as anything else but that. Okay, so that will go there. Then I'll put this here. So now I need to figure out, so this might be too short. This might be too short because I need a, well, we'll see. Because I need to test out the mechanism before I actually try to compress it. And if I can compress it to enough an extent, then that'll be nice. So I'm gonna scoot this back just a little bit so that I have a little bit of clearance. That goes up there. And then that goes there. That goes there. And I'm thinking we can make it a two-way. That might be too much. So I need to scooch this back a little bit more. Scooch that back. And then extend that to there. Or scoot that back. And that is a little bit better. That's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. Not exactly what I had in mind, but I can see that might be better off if I did that. Yep. Okay, so if I do that, and then I do that, already you could see some improvement in the movement. It's slow though. This is like for something slow, but we already got something there. We just need to speed it up. So let's see what happens if we do speed it up. Now, I know Omega SPREEM did not have a motorized feature, but I want to go ahead and test something out. So please excuse me over here, but I am curious. Holy mackerel! Oh, holy mackerel! It's spinning in one direction. And you can turn it the other way too. So you got it in the going to the right. So let's go ahead and make it easier to decipher in which direction it's going. So we're gonna get a yellow indicator. So this is gonna be the yellow indicator over here. All right, let's go ahead and say, so this is the yellow indicator. And then this is the other way. If I speed this up, this will be perfect for Omega Spree. This would be perfect for Omega Spree. I just give him a motor function. Oh, this would be glorious if I just give him a motor. Omega Speed! Yeah, I mean, I want to do the button because then I don't have to use batteries, but I love the speed of that. And as you notice, it was a little choppy, which will be perfect because that can replicate like the shooting mechanic. So it looks like as if he's actually shooting if I go ahead and do that, because let me just plug it in again as I talk about this. But if I can actually plug it in, that would be actually pretty pog. There we go. So because how choppy this is, this can make for a good like turret fire because it's shaky. So as you can see, it's literally shaking. It is shaking a lot, but which will be perfect for shooting. What will it fire? Heavy machine guns. Heavy machine guns. But for reals though, we're gonna be making it shoot some heavy duty stuff. Now, I do notice that it takes a little bit of torque, but I don't think that's that bad. Because if it's fast enough, then it rotates. But since there is a little bit of give, I noticed that. So it needs to be moving fast or else it will not work. So what you need is a large gear ratio. So I'm going to try a 16th tooth gear compared to a 32 tooth gear. I think, yeah, this is 32, I believe. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I apologize. It's been a while since I remembered the gear numbers. I just slapped gears together. What do you think? I memorized all this stuff? Okay, so let's go ahead and give it a large gear ratio so that we can actually get this thing up and running at record speed. Because more speed, the better, you know? So let's go ahead and plug this in. So this will be a slightly faster gear ratio. Why won't you work? Oh, it needs torque. Oh, that's not good. If it needs torque, that means it's too much tension. Which means this has to be moved a little. It's too much torque. Too much torque. We need it to be not too high on the torque for this to work. Yeah, it can't have too much torque, so we're going to have to fix that. Let's go ahead and see if I can make it in a way where it doesn't require too much torque. Because less torque, the better, honestly. Yeah, no, we can't do that. I'm going to try a number 6 length. Just so that I can actually get this to work, because it can't be a full length. So I need to have it in a particular angle for the arbiter to work. Because even though it worked, I noticed there's a little bit too much torque. So we're gonna try to ease up the torque a little bit. So it's just gonna be caressing it. It's not gonna be slamming into the gear. So we're gonna have to make a design to not do that. I know it's a little bit technical, but I need to figure out this gear function before I actually make the dude, if you understand that. I hope you guys understand that I kind of need to make the gear function work before I actually start making the dude itself. That's kind of like the process of things, sadly. Alright, so that will go there. And that goes... Actually, we're going to go ahead because that is kind of messed up a little bit. So we're actually going to change that and make you go there. This is too floppy. Way too floppy. I do not like that. I don't like how floppy that is. Gonna have to extend that and do that. Okay, we're getting there. Feel like it might be too... We can scoot this back a little bit and maybe it will work. I'm going to try to scoot it back. Just by one. Just by one. Just to ensure that everything works the way that it's actually supposed to. There we go. So what I need is actually something that extends down and over. So I can do that. That is something I can do. That is in the realm of possibility. Actually, that actually gives me an idea. I have an idea, guys. I have a crazy idea. Matreya says, hello, it is I, the unfunny, not safe for work man. Oh, hello. Alright, so Jimmy always says, will Omega SPREEM transform? Yes, it will. I'm planning to have Omega SPREEM transform. I just need to get a rough idea on how this function is actually gonna operate, if you know what I mean. The idea that I have is actually having this only be halfway. This halfway so that it doesn't put too much pressure. Because if there's too much pressure, then it's not going to work. But if the pressure is just enough, then it will work. So that should work. It doesn't move that fast because I'm twisting it. So I'm going to try this. I'm holding it. I have to hold it to make it work. Actually, I'll do it with my left hand since I'm more comfortable with the left hand. Even though you guys... Oh. Oh, God. Okay. So it works. It works. I think we're going to have to make it motorized, sadly. I really want the function to be spinning like that, but the gear ratio is going to have to be so... I really want it to be like... Oh, man. It would be so nice if I could get it to do that. But since we got an idea on how that function is going to work, now we can make a smaller version of this to fit inside of a torso. Now that we get an idea on how that's going to work and to have a shaky... But look how fast that moves. Like, it's just me from twisting it, so... I think we can utilize that somehow in this build. Yeah, it is very fast. So we're going to keep this. I really want it to be a button press so that you can actually just keep pressing the button, but but I can't really do that if... Or maybe I can. Because this is the button, right? This will be the button. So instead of me pushing a big gear, it twists a smaller gear. Let's try that. Let's actually try that. Hold on. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Because I'm putting the gears in the wrong place. So... if I go ahead and design it in a way where this is actually not the main gear that rotates, but another gear, then it should be able to operate properly. I had to try that now. Where's that piece? There it is. Okay. So this will go here. That will go over here. And then I'll connect this for science. And then this goes on for science. And then that goes on for science. All right. Oh, okay, so Lyric says, oh, heck yeah. Okay, Jimmy always says, that's fast. Lyric says, make a mic that looks like Trib. Thank you. I might. Okay, Sunset's channel says, well, I was planning to stream, but let's see if you can build the original Autobot Titan. Jimmy always says Metroplex. No. Metroplex maybe another time. Let me actually hold this. Hold on. Let's see how fast this thing actually goes. And also, I'm going to need a handle. Now that I realize it, I could probably hurt myself. So I'm going to build a handle. And I'm going to hold it with my left hand because I'm more comfortable doing that. Holy sweet lady liberty! Whoa! And then spin it the other way. Holy mackerel! It's spinning so freaking fast! Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting too excited. All right. Let's go ahead and make this a little bit more compressed. All right. So now that we figure out the function, now we can compress it. So I am so pumped. All right. So let's go ahead and compress it. Now I'm going to use this as a rough template. I got an idea on how it's going to work now, so I can just take this apart. now that I know how it's actually going to function. Now, to compress all that mechanism into a tiny build, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting. But I believe it's possible. Now, we're going to compress it instead of from this to a 7 length, because a 7 length is probably a good enough size to actually make that work. So, I'm going to get a 7 length over here. We're going to have a button that's going to have a hook to it. So the hook is actually going to be this piece over here. So that's going to be probably the hook for the build. So this is going to be the hook. And we can do that just to ensure that it doesn't go anywhere. So this is the hook that will go ahead and caress things together. And then we're going to have to make the gear ratio in a way. So this is going to be, the large gear is going to be what's going to be turning, and which in turn will turn a smaller gear, and then that small gear will be connected to a big gear, and the big gear is going to be connected to another small gear, and then that small gear is going to be connected to the torso. And then we should have that working, and it will be going fast enough, and then going to make a recoil mechanism with the button, so whenever you press it, it goes ahead and readjusts back to its original state. So, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, Lyric says, Omega P gun. No. Sunset, it says, Sonic is single. Lyric says, Holy Prime. Travis says, hi, buddy. Lyric says, he's gone mad. Maybe. Travis says, I haven't seen you in a while. I know. Sorry about that. Alright, Matreya says, sorry for the fanfics say a different story. As we all know, fanfictions are 100% canon. Truly! Okay, Bionic Media Cellular says, hi, I just made a custom mask of myself MOC with my 3D printer. That is so cool! I'm happy for you. Alright, so now we're gonna switch this to a smaller. So this was 3:2. I'm gonna try to keep it 3:2. Maybe. If not, I'm gonna have to do it smaller. So this is gonna be the gear right there. Okay, so I need to have this actually be loose. So that's going to be connected to a pin. So that's not going to exactly go anywhere. That's just going to go there. I need space, so we're going to put that all the way at the end, right over there, which that's going to turn that. Actually, no. We're going to have that like that. There we go. That's how it's supposed to go. And then we're going to have a number 4 there. Then from the number 4, we connect a pin over here and a pin over here. And then from there, we can attach the other gear, which will go ahead and drive everything. So that is going to be a 5 length. So let's go ahead and incorporate that. Because we need it to be fast enough. If I can make it go fast enough, that would be nice. Where is that? I need a 5 length. Where's a 5 length? Oh, finally, I found one. Okay, cool. So the 5 length will go there. And then a big gear goes here. And then that's when we go ahead and connect the smaller gear in there. And when we connect the smaller gear, we will actually... I'm going to take this out since we actually do kind of need the big gear. So I'm going to take that off. take that off, slide that in there. So the stopper's there. So whatever happens, that's not going to come out, which is going to be a blessing right then and there. That goes there, and then I can incorporate that there. And already, it turns very quickly. There's a little bit of resistance, though, but that's fine. I think a little resistance is fine. So that is going to be the one that's going to be turning. The button is going to be down here. And then we're going to go ahead and make that spin. So this is not a good enough length, sadly, to go ahead and make the mechanism I did. So we're going to have to do an alternative one. So hopefully it will work. I have an idea in how to actually pull it off. So we're going to have to get this part in here. And that goes in there. So it's going to have to be a manual. So it goes in and then goes back out again. Oh, it moves in the same notion. I just had to design it in a way where by the press of the button, it can go ahead and shrink back to its original state. It's the only thing that I had to really concern myself about when making this. So having to be able to reset with this, with the piston, is going to be interesting. So I push it back and then it goes back forward. So I had to make it pull back out to this point. So it has to be halfway. So instead of that, so it will be pushed in and then it will reset back to that. So it has to be offset. That has to be offset so that it can actually be pushed and reset back to its original state. That's what I have to do. So in order for that to go ahead and reset back to its natural state with an offset, I am going to have to get some more pieces. Lego Brick Boy says, yo, Trey, what part are you working on at the moment? I am working on the gear function for Omega SPREEM, which is a very rare Transformer collectible. It's from the Action Masters line, and it basically had a very cool gear function, and I've always wanted that Transformer, mainly because of the gear function. So it's like, you know what? I'm going to make my own Omega SPREEM. I'm going to make my own. And right now I'm trying to make my own Omega SPREEM. So that is basically what is happening right now. I am trying to build my very own Omega SPREEM. And so far, it is a mind-boggler. It really is quite the mind-boggler. But I am happy with it. I'll tell you that much. So that goes there. That goes there. And then this is the button. So the button goes there and then back up. So, and then that will pull back up. And then push that, goes back up. So, yeah, okay, so I got it. So the button will go in, and then it goes back out. And it is rigid. It's a rigid kind of connection, but due to the offset, it should be able to reset. Now, the thing is, I need a type of rubber band to help with the reset. So it has to actually be pulled by this. This is actually going to have to pull itself back in this position. So I can't have this be do the movement, but it has to be this that has to be pulled back whenever you press the button for it to actually reset. And that was actually kind of a little... Yeah, it's not that hard to press it. And I believe that might be enough to go ahead and extend it back. So it has to go... So this has to be an L. This has to be an L. I've already seen it now. That has to be L-shaped. So let's go ahead and do that. Disconnect that. Reconnect that. Honestly, I gotta go ahead and build it like that, and then that goes there, and then all the thing I have to do is just repress it. Oh, okay. Yeah. So that will work. Okay, that will work. Okay, so that will go there. So that's there. And then this, I will go ahead and attach this right in here. And that goes like so. Now I just had to put a rubber band here. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. So I go ahead, press that. So let's go ahead. Oh, come on, I just pressed the button. Why won't you work? Oh, it can't do the full rotation. It can't do the full rotation. I got it to technically work, but not enough, apparently. So it has to go... Has to come from here. I have a feeling it has to come from here. Oh! Why? Why must things be so difficult? Why? Why? Why must things be so difficult? I just want a transformer, man. I just want a transformer. How hard is that to ask for, man? My gosh. Oh, man. It's just so difficult. It's like... Butterfingers. I'm having butterfingers now. I can't even hold a part properly. Now that's sad. All right, now that is situated the way that it's supposed to be situated. I can go ahead and put that in place. And now I go ahead and remove that. And I go ahead and grab... Okay, that is actually a part that I need to save. Where's the blue one? There's the blue one. Okay, so I actually grab this. And then this is what's going to be holding onto what I want to be held onto. Okay, so that goes there, and then that goes there. There we go. Okay, and then this goes back over here, back to its home, or Lord so help me. That goes there, and now it should be able to pull itself. And if it can pull itself, I will be so happy, and I don't have to do this thing all over again. All right, so I need a bushing. I need a bushing. Okay, I'll put the bushing here. There we go. What? Why? Why? You should be... Nani? Why? It has to be L. It has to be L-shaped. I already had it offset. How much more offset does it need to be? Oh! I'm having a mental breakdown. I am having a mental breakdown. Tributron is not okay. Tributron is not okay. Oh, it has to be more offset. Why? Why does it have to be that way? I just want it to reset itself whenever I go ahead and press the button. How much offset does it need to be? But since it's going to be that way, I am going to actually get myself this. There we go. And that, go there. And then if that is connected to there, yeah, I actually need to get a longer axle now. I can't have that one in there. Nope, I can't have that axle in there. I had to get a longer one. Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. All right, since I'm going to need a longer one, let me go ahead and actually get a bar over here, connect that together, and then I can connect this on. Okay, now that should work. That should actually work. So I'm going to actually get a number 4 in there, and that should reset back. So if I press this button, it'll rotate, and then it should be able to pull itself back. So that is the goal. That is the plan. That is what I believe might happen. Let's see if it actually does happen, though. Because even though I think it might happen, you know, the technic gods might say, nay, good sir, you cannot have that happen. Can I know I can. I mean, it kind of works. It kind of works. It's not smooth, though. That's the thing. It's not smooth, though. Doing this mechanic is not smooth because of the retract. You know, having to retract. Oh, so it has. Okay, got it. So I got it. So it actually needs. It actually does need a little bit of readjustment. I was so close to the. I think I'm gonna have to trade the other mechanism because the other mechanism is a little bit more forgiving. So I'm gonna try that other mechanism that I built at first because even though this is more compressed, it's not doing it for me. So I'm gonna have to actually do it with the caressing mechanism where it's like just do that against the gear and have it like rotate, because if I do that, then that will spin, because as it stands right now, if I do that the way you see how quickly that goes by just caressing the finger over it. So if I do that mechanism, then it should be able to work just fine. So I had to make that mechanism. And that's the only way to do it, honestly. Just some guy says, I don't think you can fix that without a rubber band whipping around an axle or a powerful flywheel. It's pulled equally in both directions, regardless of offset. Yeah. Lyric says, Treb, you want a drink? I know, I do not want a drink. And yeah, so I'm going to have to not use rubber band. I'm going to have to use the spring. But we're not going to be doing that piston that piston mechanism because that's not going to work. Not going to work at all. So, yeah. And I'm going to go ahead and try to get that mechanism to work the way I know it will. So, I have to actually do a mechanism that will caress. Wait a minute. I got it. Because I need something with an angle like this. So I just use a number 5 angle element to go ahead and be that angle. That way I can go ahead and put a tooth in to just caress the gear with. And then it should be able to function properly. So that I don't have to worry about a rubber band. It's genius! Why didn't I think of that? Okay, so I go ahead, grab that. Grab that. That goes there. And then I can be able to do that. And I'll go ahead and actually put this in here just to test things out, see if they work before I actually... So I need as much distance as possible, honestly, for that tooth to work. So and since it's in an angle, I can easily just be like, hey, I can just go ahead and... Oh, wait a minute. I can't do that. Oh, I can't do that. Shoot. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I can squeeze in a little extra space. There is actually a way to do that. Did I have a... I thought I had a loose pin somewhere. Did I have a loose pin? No, that's a messed up pin. Do I have pins that are not messed up? Let me dig in here. Maybe I can find a pin that's not messed up. Ah, there we go. There we go. Okay. So I go ahead and do that because I need space for this gear to actually still be able to spin. So what you do is plug that in partially in, plug that in partially in, and then tab that in together. And then only thing I had to do is actually change this to possibly a angle 3. Get an angle a number 3. So that will go there. That will go there. And then I need a pin. There we go. Got a loose pin right over here. Plug that in. Plug that in. That way. Okay. No, it don't work. It needs more movement. So I actually going to have to scooch this back a little bit more, which means when I go ahead and build this, he's going to need to have a backpack. I'm going to have to give him a backpack and make that work with the overall build. So I'm going to have to be being clever when making the cosmetics of this particular MOC because I want it to be chunky yet slim, just like Omega SPREEM was. But I think I'm going to have to add some extra cosmetics when I actually go ahead and build the model, sadly. But that's fine, though. Like, if I can give him extra chunk, he'll look more imposing. So I don't think that is too big of a sacrifice to make, if I were to be honest. So I think it's worth it. But at the same time, it's kind of sucks at the same time. So that goes there. That goes there. And then now that will be slightly back, which is the good thing. So now that is slightly... Oh, okay, so I still need to have that in there. And there you go. There you go. Lyrics did a frowny face. I am sorry. All right, so that will be twisting and turning, which is a good thing. So now, only thing I have to do is put the gear right in there. Somehow, I had to put the gear in there. So the gear has to go over here. Oh! I got it! I got it! I used this piece! This piece is a wonderful piece! Oh my god! It works! It works! I am so happy! We need to... I'm gonna put the motor in it. If this works, this is a tiny version of the big version that I made. So if this tiny version works, then I am gonna be the happiest person in the planet. And we're gonna go ahead and actually compress this. So we're actually going to go ahead and do that. Actually, no. We are going to do that. I'm going to extend it a little bit so that there's no interference when testing this out. But, oh, if this works, I will be so happy. Michael Andrew says, hey, Trimsha, is there any way we can send pictures of our mugs to you to see? Yes. If you go to my Discord, you can actually show me MOCs that you guys have made. What? Okay, it falls apart. I think the issue is that it's not so much that it's falling apart willingly, but more so the fact that I have to actually reinforce it. I have to reinforce it in order for it to actually do the thing that I want it to do. So that is a little bit more reinforced, so that should be fine. Oh, I got an idea. To reinforce it a lot more. Because this is actually going to be spinning kind of fast. So what I can do is actually take this apart. I'm going to take that apart. All this apart. And then I'm going to do that. And then, because I did that, I can then do this. If I can connect it, can I? Why won't you connect? There we go. I was wondering why. Okay. So 5. There we go. It will be fast. It's just the issue is that I didn't connect it properly. There we go. I know what the issue is. I actually know what the issue is now. Not that I'm actually, like, fiddling with this thing. Yeah. So, one, it's this connection over here. It's that connection that gets loose, and it's that connection that gets loose. So, even though I have this now secure, I had to get that secure and that secure. And then it will work. So that's the big thing that I had to focus on now, is actually getting that more secured together. Let me check my Discord. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so I'll go ahead and try to get this thing a little bit more faster. It needs to be fast. It's either fast or not fast. I need to make it be sure that it's fast, because I do not want this thing to be slow at any stretch or by any means. Let me see if I can get it to be fast, because I want it to be fast, and that would be cool if it's fast. Honestly, I think I can make it work, because I don't want to use too many pieces to make this all cluttered. So I'm actually going to take this one out. Put the regular size in there. If I can get this out, that would be nice. Okay, get that out of there. Connect this all the way back again. And then I can connect that. Connect that. And then I can connect this into there. And then that should be reinforced enough for it to work the way that I want it to work. And let me see if I got some 7 length Technic beams in here. I only got 5 length, so I'm gonna have to get a 7 length over in the good old parts bin. And we'll be on a roll. And then I can start making Omega SPREEM. Actually put limbs on it and stuff like that. Because right now it doesn't look anything like Omega SPREEM. But we'll make it look like Omega SPREEM by the time we're done with it. So that is a lot more nicer now. So let's go ahead, spin that about. And we're going to go ahead and have that spin. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. So that is spinning. Spins the other way too. Oh, God. Maybe not hold it there. Maybe that should be the lesson for today, is to actually not hold it there, because that is actually a bad idea. Priscilla says, "Hey, Treb, say the N-word." Sure, I'll say the N-word. Nakarima. There we go. There we go. I said the N-word. Congratulations. Oh, here's another N-word. Norik. There we go. Or Nuju. Those are all names, but that don't count. But anyways. it works now. It works now, and I'm happy. I'm happy that it's working now. So, however, oh god, turn off. Woo, woo. That could have ended up badly. Let me go ahead and connect it there because I noticed it was disconnecting a little bit, which I'm not a fan of that. Let me go ahead and reconnect this again so that I can go ahead and test out to see if things still are holding together the way that they're supposed to hold together. There we go. Everything seems to be holding fine. Yep, it works. Cool. It works. Now, I will go ahead and secure this. So I have to go ahead and make it be able to be pressed like a button. So because it ends up being loose in multiple stages, which means I can make it go ahead and spin fast at any time, it can go ahead and free spin, which is a good thing. Because that will help with the spin if it can free spin. Because that's what happened with Omega SPREEM, with the actual toy that was made. Is that when I was watching the review made by Vangelis, which is a great Transformer reviewer, I noticed that the top actually was free moving. So this mechanism will allow for that free movement, just like the original toy. So I have a feeling, so that will be perfect, and it will allow for some free movement. Now, to actually make that into a button is another story, because I actually had to make a button somehow. And I know the button was more in the butt end of the Transformer. So now it's the question of, okay, what to do to actually make this button work. So there's only like one point in the rotation where it actually connects. So most part of it's not even connecting, which is a good thing. And I noticed this is actually loose. Maybe it's supposed to be loose like that? I guess it's supposed to. I guess. Alright, so trying to make the reset. I'm gonna have to make the button now. That's gonna be fun, making a freaking button before I actually start making the figure. Also, like, where is... I just realized something. I need a place to actually build the body off of. The only place to connect really is here and here. So I actually going to need to go ahead and build some extremities so that I can actually build a body around this. Because as it stands right now, I can't exactly build a body around this except for this point over here, which is not acceptable. I need to go ahead and make it in a way where I can actually build a body around this, because this is just exposed and I need plenty of reinforcement to actually make this something viable. So, yeah, we're going to have to fix that, which I'll figure out how to fix that momentarily. Let's get some red. Omega SPREEM had some red, so we're gonna get some red. Because I need to focus on the body, because I need to build a body around this, so I might as well start with that. That's actually kind of important to have a body around this thing. Around this guy. So I'll go ahead and do that. That way I can have something to build around. Because that's kind of important. I'll be honest, because I'm making a transformer, a humanoid figure. It's kind of important to have a body. It's kind of important. I don't know if you guys knew that. I just thought clarifying, having a body is kind of important. Priscilla says, "Hey Trip, how do you rate communism?" I'm not answering that. Okay, so let me see if I could find parts over here that I can actually make a body out of. Okay, so let's see what I got here. Oh gosh, I'm spilling pieces. Everything is going south, and I'm making a mess. It's not how it was supposed to be. Well, good for you, Priscilla. Good for you. You do you. I'll just be over here. My little peaceful sanctuary. If I go... Okay, so... I can probably... I have 4 of these black... Of these black Technic components, so I could probably use that for something. But that one's broken. I can't use that. But I can use that one. There we go. Okay. So that goes there. Ugh! Brain! Stop brain farting. This is a bad time to brain fart. I need brain power! Brain power! All the brain power. I need it all. I need all the brain power. So I can go biggie brain. Advice on 2-legged Titan MOCs? I can give you advice on 2-legged Titan MOCs. Let me bring out a Titan. Okay, Tratch. So when it comes to Titan MOCs, the important thing to keep in mind is as many connection points as possible. So you want limbs. Like you can probably use these limbs. The slicer limbs are very helpful for adding extra friction. So use that to your advantage. So the goal is to put as many ligaments as possible around whatever a joint is moving. Say for Matanui here, I have like 2 ball joints. So that you can have like a double socket knee. Pistons over here. I'll follow with the standard ankle. It's very important to go ahead and put as many connection points as possible when it comes to knees and like legs and stuff like that. And another thing, Technic. Technic is very crucial for building up the frame, because you do not want to use regular limbs. You want to actually use custom built legs and even sometimes custom built arms. So that is very important to keep in mind. Now, Matanui, you stay over there. And we go back down over here. Okay. Wait a minute. That's a good idea. Why didn't I think of that? Do I have another one? Matanui, get your sword out of the way. I have a good idea. I got an idea. Okay. Now I figured out a way to actually get this thing to freaking work. Oh, miracles happen. Oh man, it feels so good. It feels so good to... Because, let me tell you, having a mocking block is one of the worst things one can have. You know, when you go ahead trying to build something, then all of a sudden it's like, what am I going to be building? How am I going to put this together? And you get stuck. That is like one of the worst things to have when mocking. Like, whenever I believe it or not, I have mocking blocks all the freaking time, which is why I can never really build like one MOC from start to finish. That's why I build multiple at a time, so that if I get stuck on one, I can go and build another MOC, and if I get an idea from building it, then I can go back to the MOC that I was working on and then go from there. Traj says, thinking that you are satisfied when in reality you are not is worse for me. Oh, yeah. That is also a big blow. Yeah, that's not fun at all. That is the opposite of fun, honestly. Yeah, no. That's terrible. So that is his waist. So I had to take this gears off. Oh, I'll put this back in. Take that out. Oh, no. Okay. So that goes there. Then I go ahead and put that there. No, I put that there. There we go. That goes there. Oh, I can't put that there because the gear... Ah! I was thinking, I was like, oh, this is so smart. I could do that. And then I realized, no, that is dumb. I can't do that. Oh! I was so close to greatness. It's like, oh, I can do that. And then it's like, oh, wait, no, I can't do that. Tributron depressed hours. Oh, man. I put it in the wrong place. So that is big. And that is small. That's how it's supposed to go. And then that still works. And I have more connection points now. I am building a body. Yo, I'm building a body. Okay, so eventually. So torso goes up here. It has to be loose. Because that's how the original toy was. So I'm going to be keeping that. And it does not affect the button in any shape or form. So I have to go ahead and try to make the button work, which is easier said than done. That is easier said than done. I don't know how to exactly do that because there's going to be a little bit of rotation involved. And you know what I wish? I'll be honest with you. Let me go ahead and grab the piece that I am wishing about, because it is something that I wish we had, because that would make my life so much easier. Let me see if I can find that piece. So that I can evaluate, explain myself. There we go. Okay. This. You know how you press the button and it rotates? That's what I wish I had. I wish I had the mechanic in this to put in there. Yeah, pew, pew, pew. Exactly. But this is exactly the kind of mechanism that I wish I had. So because if I had that, then I could put a gear in here, and then I could put a gear in there, but then it will be too choppy. So probably not. But it would be nice. I wouldn't have to go all crazy with this in order to make freaking Omega Spree. Okay, so make a button. A button. How in the world am I gonna make a button? I'll build the button later. I'll do it later. Right now, I just want to go ahead and build an actual body for Omega SPREEM right now. That's all I want. That's all I freaking want, is just a body for Omega SPREEM. And since this is a 7, I am going to do something. Okay, I'm going to do something about that, actually. No, I had to keep it like that. Shoot, I can't compress it. Yeah, okay. Never mind. I had to keep it that way. Okay, so put that there. I had to leave space, though. So I would want to build the button first before I build the body. So that I don't have to be like, oh no, where am I going to put the button, you know? I don't want to do that. That would be bad. I would be saddened. And it has to be... If only I can just press that and then it just rotates back. I need to make it a spring. Somehow make it a spring. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I need to make it a spring. Or not. What if I just make it in a way where you just caress your finger around this and then it just rotates? I could do that. Instead of a button, it's something that you caress your thumb against. That way, you can go ahead and just spam it like crazy. As long as you're fast with your fingers. You know? That might actually be beneficial for me if I did it like that. Yeah, okay. Operation Fast Fingers. Here we go. Oh, okay. There we go. Let me see how effective that is from just caressing the finger. Kind of works. It's not ideal because you had to do more finger movement. It would be nicer if it was just a button, because then you could just press the button super fast. That's the main thing about that gear function, is that it's all about the button. Like, how am I going to make a button Uh, uh, I need to make a button. That's the only way, because if I do a button, then I can be able to spam it fast and have a good time with it. Because that would be a very fun, like, uh, fidget, fidget toy, essentially. You know, using the most minimum effort as possible to actually enjoy playing with the figure. So it has to be a button. I can't do a. The gear was a good idea, like caressing the gear, but that's not gonna cut it. It needs to be a button. So how the frick am I gonna make a button? Okay, so Arama says Machinui feet pics. No, no Machinui feet pics. We're Machinui's going now. Tread says, are you doing G1 Omega Supreme mold or Energon 1? I'm not making Omega Supreme. I'm making Omega SPREEM, which was a Action Master that looked very similar to Omega Supreme, but he had a very cool function. Maitreya says, I left for a while now. The chat is talking about communism and feet pics. Heck yeah! You're welcome, I guess. Alaric says, did someone say spam? Oh gosh, no! Oh. I need to figure out how the bloody blazes am I gonna do that function. Why is it so hard? Why? It doesn't have to be so hard, but it is. Oh! I can do it. I can do it. Just think, how in the world am I gonna do it? I already am so close. I just need a button. I'm so close. I'm so close to greatness. Ah! Just need a button. Okay. Okay. Think, how am I going to do that? Okay. There's two types of springs. Two types. And I'm going to utilize them because the rubber band sucks. So I'm going to have to use springs. Somehow. Lyrics. Stop spamming. Trev says, so Optimus / God Jinrai situation. No. Let me, hold on. Transformers, Omega, Omega Spree. There we go. So let me show you what Omega Spree looks like. Okay. Shoot, I had to take that off. Okay. Oh God. Okay, that's Omega Spree. That is Omega Spree. And he has a gear function. That's the transformer I'm making. It's now Omega Supreme. It's Omega Spree. Okie dokie. And he transforms. That's what he transforms into. Yeah. Action Master Elite. Baby. That's Omega Spree. Okay? That is Omega Spree. It's not animated, guys. It's not animated. That is That was way before animated, guys. That was way before animated. Oh my gosh, you guys are so young. You're making me feel old. Stop making me feel old. God. Ugh, okay. There we go. That goes there. Oh God. Why did you disconnect? Why? You're not supposed to disconnect. That's illegal. That is very much illegal. Do not disconnect like that. Okay. There we go. Did I inadvertently made it spin freely? Yeah, I think I made a mechanism that just allows it to spin freely now. Okay, that's cool. Okay, for realsies, I need to go ahead and make this work. So I need to actually use brain power, which is my one weakness, actually using brain power. Okay, Trash says, nah, I remember when Beast Wars was on TV. Oh, thank God. Okay, I thought I was surrounded by young people. Lyric says, Cow say moo, Roxy say re. Logan says, thoughts on the new HasLab Unicron, 27 inches tall and $600? I'm sorry, but I like Core Star a lot more better than the HasLab Unicron. All right? I'm sorry. But that other Unicron is looking mighty fine. Devastator. Okay. Devastatrix Maximum says, yes, Core Star fan. And plus, not only that, it does not not only that, but like freaking the Core Star, like it looks exactly like in the cartoon. Not only that, but like freaking it doesn't need to have a stand to hold its own weight up. It can stand on its own. It doesn't need a stand to hold itself up. It doesn't have kibble all over the place. And honestly, if you're going to go ahead and sell something at $600, it got to look freaking good. And that means no clutter or anything like that. So I don't mind too much about the backpack on the HasLab Unicron. It's just the mess on the legs that I have an issue with. You know, even though the clutter is bad on the HasLab Unicron, I can forgive the back, but I cannot forgive the legs. That is a no for me. So, plus, it's too big. Where am I gonna put that on my shelf? Like, my God. No matter how big you make Unicron, it will never be at scale. So if I am going to go ahead and display Unicron, he's going to be on his own shelf. He's going to be the centerpiece and it's not going to be surrounded by any other Transformers. He's going to be his own centerpiece. That is how I would honestly display him. I would not put him right next to my other combiners like the Toy World Devastator. I'm not going to be putting him next to my Toy World Devastator. I would just have him by himself on his own shelf, being his own centerpiece. That's where Unicron is supposed to be. That's where he belongs in a collection. Honest opinion. Because no matter what, he'll always be too big. He will always be big. So that's my opinion on it. I'm sorry. Devastate Tricks Maximus says, I found a new YouTuber I like. Let's go. You are speaking my language. Thank you. Okay. Devastate Tricks Maximum says, what about Devil Savior Troublemaker? I'm saving up for that one. Good. Really like that one. I also want to get Fans Toys Thomas. I really want to get that Fans Toys Thomas, even though like it's a little bit finicky in some places, but from what I've seen in some reviews, but it's by far one of the best Astro Trains that I've ever seen, honestly. I was almost close to getting the leader class Astro Train from Transformers Siege that Hasbro made, but it's so tiny. It's tiny, and the price, it's like it's not worth it for the price, I feel, especially for an Astro Train. So I might as well just get like Fans Toys Thomas, honestly, at that point. You're like, if I want something good, I might as well get something good out of it. So I'm willing to spend more money on a higher quality product. Lego Swapper says, what are you building? I am building Omega Spree, which is the Transformers Action Masters Elite, from the Action Masters Elite line. So I'm building the function. I just have to like actually finalize it and stuff like that. So it's a process. It's a process, but I'm getting through it. Even though it is quite the process, but I'm getting through it, which I am happy about. Because I need Omega Spree in my life, man. I need Omega Spree in my life. So I'm down for getting an Omega Spree. So I'm going to get a button over here in yellow. Got a yellow button. Because Omega Spree had a button, so I'm going to go ahead and put in the yellow button. This Astro Train is poop. The Siege one, yes. But it's not as... but the Titan's Return one was much worse. Titan's Return one. No. So between Titan's Return and Siege, the Siege one is much better. But still, the Siege one is not for me. Also, since we are talking about Transformers, and I am basically building a Transformer, you know what I'm sad about? I am sad at the direction that Hasbro has been going with their Masterpiece line. I'm going to be real for a second, because, oh my, like, they're making them so fragile. Like, even though they're making them like cartoon accurate, and I like it for that, but if you're gonna make it cartoon accurate, at least try to make it much more durable to withstand transformation and just simple posing. Because already like third-party companies are basically like beating Hasbro at every single game. when it comes to that. It's kind of sad to see, you know, but at the same time, it's like, Hasbro, get good for once. My God. Like, I saw the new Thundercracker, the new Seeker mold that they did, Takara, their Thundercracker. Like, it looks promising, but still, like, I am not so sure how to feel about it. If just to be honest, I'm not so sure how to feel about it, because I'm gonna have to wait for reviews on it. But already, I smell like the quality that you would see in Masterpiece Hound. The newest one, the cartoon accurate one, not the one beforehand. Wait a minute, I might be thinking about a different company that did a Masterpiece Hound, which was very fragile. But yeah, I hope that Seeker mold is better, but still, they would be having to compete with freaking Make Toys. You know, they so to compete against Howling Meteor and all their other Seekers that Make Toys has made, Hasbro is going to have to do quite a lot to not only in terms of durability, but like the transformation and stuff like that. I mean, it looks clean, but still, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, Devastatrix Maximum says, I feel Studio Series Devastate was good, but way better than the DNA design upgrade kit. Oh yeah, agreed. Joseph Kudson says, have you seen Transformers Prime? Yes, I have. I have seen Transformers Prime, and I will bring out the proof right here and now. Here. Am I a real fan, guys? Am I a real fan? I think I'm a real fan. There you go. Transformers. Oh wait, God. Beast Machines. Oh God. So I think I count as a true Transformers Prime fan. So yeah, I have all of them. And get this disgusting Beast Machines out of here. I love Beast Wars. I really love Beast Wars. Beast Wars is cool. I do not like Beast Machines though. I like Beast Wars, but not Beast Machines. Okay, let's see what I can do to actually make this button work. Or this could be the button. That can actually be the button, so I can... So I can design it like that. That goes there. And then that goes there. Okay. And then I can go ahead, have this in there. Okay, I will defeat, says Beast Machines. Viacon moles were stuff of nightmares, though. Oh my gosh, those things were terrifying. Wait. Why is it not going all the way? It's supposed to go all the way. Oh, it's too long. No. Oh, it extends too much. Dang it. And I thought it was going to be good. Okay. So I need to put a 4 in here. I think I need to put a 4 in here. Just so that the button can work. Because the button is going to be down here, and this is what's going to be driving everything. That's what it looks like to me. So I'm going to actually have to change that out. Yeah, what's up? I'll take him out. I will take him out, Dad. All right, guys. There we go. Beast Machines Red Trap MOC win. No. Okay. I will defeat says. Joseph says transmutate. No, that episode made me sad. That episode made me sad. Transmutate deserved better. I feel so sorry for transmutate. Can we put an F in the chat for transmutate, guys? Put an F in the chat for transmutate. He did not deserve the demise he faced, guys. Oh, why do you have to remind me? That was a sad episode. That was a sad episode. Gosh, that was so sad. F in the chat, guys. F in the chat for transmutate. My God. There we go. That goes there. That goes there. There we go. Okay, so that button works. Okay, so what do I do? I'm going to have to put a rubber band. I do not want to put a rubber band, but I don't see any other option. I'm going to have to try to put a rubber band. Not my mood, not my thing, but going to have to put a rubber band in it. No, that don't work. Nope, that don't work. Nope. Okay, maybe that. All right, guys. I think I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. I'm going to need to put more thought in this gear function, sadly. Okay, I will defeat says, I have a freakish four-legged minifigure MOC. That is terrifying. And anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm sorry I didn't finish building this, but I have a few things that I got to take care of. So thank you for joining me. I'll be sure to go ahead and do a review of this guy soon as I finish building it. Because as soon as I put the button on it, then it's just smooth sailing from there. That I can build a body. So that was going to be pretty. That's going to be pretty pog. I'm looking forward to having an actual Mega Spree in my my future. But anyways, hope you all enjoyed. If you like this video, why not leave a like? And if you want to see more content like this, feel free to subscribe. But I believe that is all for now. I hope you all enjoy. And like always, I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye, guys!